And I got them not impressed. My makeup look good. Which camera? Is this thing on? Which one? All right, cocksuckers. Welcome to another episode of the. I don't want this. Welcome to another episode of the I'm Not Impressed Show. I am your host, Mother of Gotti, and I've been having the most technical. Is this thing on? Welcome to another episode of the I'm Not Impressed Show. I've been having the most terrible technical difficulties with this multi-streaming thing. I couldn't even express to you how not easy multi-streaming is, and I'm just happy Auntie got it together because maybe the way I was ready to quit. But anyway, y'all see that new makeup? Y'all always tell me that NARS is the absolute best brand. Still I rise. Still I fucking rise. Um, I'm a penny pincher. That's why I'm able to navigate the world the way I am. Like some people be like, "Oh, you take Spirit, bitch." Yeah, I, I got there. I don't spare expenses on my hotels, but I do spare expenses on my way there. If the contract is I don't die, I'll get on anything. But anyway, same thing with makeup. I was doing NARS for like 2, 3 years after y'all said it was like the holy grail, and it was. But I started getting bored, and then I went into Ulta the other day, and I was just like, "Y'all got something cheaper?" And she was just like, "Urban Decay," and then we did a little sample. Look at, ain't nothing decaying over here. I gotta stop shouting out brands before they send money. I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it now, but it's not gonna last long. So this is a new line by Urban Decay. I forget the name. I'll post it on my page later. But I'm loving it a little bit more than ours. Okay, everybody got different skin. Whatever. Let's get right to the proceedings this evening. You know what's the burden of being an intellect? That one, you catch on to things before everybody else, and then you just have a whole bunch of opposition and nobody gets it. And then years later, when you're already on another book, they're like, "Oh, remember when?" No, I don't remember. That was so long. Oh, your little brain just caught up. Prime example. Y'all don't realize I have ADHD, but it's always going to be fun. I promise you. Prime example. My stepson's in town, and he wanted to go see Mission Impossible. And you know how like the Mission Impossible brands and Fast and Furious, they're like both up to number 8. But when you get up to those kind of numbers and sequels, you just start making things very unbelievable so that the franchise can still monetize. Like it's no longer, hey, so the audience is adults and they're gonna know that the characters were supposed to die, but we got to keep it running because we make it too much. It is so annoying to be an intellect in this world where everybody else is stupid, and the appeasement of everyone is for stupid people. Go to see the Fast and Furious movie. The boy to do his own stunts. What's his name? Tom Cruise. I'm so impressed. I am my mom. ADHD Live. That's the name of the show, ADHD Live. I have taken on all of my mother's beefs since I was small. I hate Mayor Giuliani. Unbeknownst to me, I knew nothing about politics at 8. My mother hated Giuliani, was deaf to Giuliani. My mother hates Will Smith. Eh. Tom Cruise, I will not take on because he does his own stunts. I'm so impressed, right? I go to see the movie. She's so pissed that I supported him. I don't care, mom. He does his own stunts. That's so cool. One scene, he swims to the bottom of the, and they give us the science too, so they kind of play in your face. There's this one scene, he swims to the bottom of the ocean. He's like 1,000 feet under below sea level, and they're telling him, "Hey, this is a suicide mission. Without this decompression suit, your body would get crushed because at that level, why they let the boy go underwater? He gets stuck. He takes the suit off, returns unscathed, right? He swims up, a human just swims up, no hypothermia, passes out. So your brain don't need oxygen anymore. It still lives. I'm like, you know what? Maybe everybody doesn't know science. Then the last scene, Hey, this is a warning. If you want to go see the movie, I'm gonna ruin it for y'all. Turn your head to go bathroom break. The last scene, he's doing this fighting in the air, right? This plane scene, and the guy's like, "There's only one parachute, haha." And it wasn't Tom Cruise that had the parachute, and then he has a parachute, and then the parachute doesn't deploy, and he still lives. Why? This it's not fun. It's not fun having a brain, because how was I supposed to enjoy that movie if I got a brain? But anyway, carry the one. Where was I getting with this? Life's not fun if you have sense. It doesn't matter. Let's just bash Nicki. It was something Nicki adjacent. I lost my train of thought. But anyway, so aha, aha, I remember. It is not fun when you're an intellect and you catch on to things so early, because then you don't have any counterparts like, yeah, it's just, no, Diamond, you're crazy. You're wrong. No, I have a brain and I'm waiting for yours to catch up. So I have not been a fan of Nicki Minaj, the person, for about 10, 15 years. The music slaps. I'm not one of those, like, my ears cannot deceive me. I know a bop when I hear one. This is not about the music. None of these arguments about them. It's about Tokyo Tony Jr., the person. Nicki has been deteriorating in real time. I would say towards the end of the relationship with Ramik, right? Um, there was a time where Nicki and the boy Meek and B and J, they used to have like this, double date kind of friendship rapport. And different classes of different little chickabooms, and sometimes people grow apart. They was always too classy for those two, but had to help them, had to help her then boyfriend out of jail. Jay-Z helped with the prison reform thing. Rami had a judge that had a hard on for him, and it was a really unfair situation, because the same judge he had when he was a teenager was the same judge that presided over all of his cases. And it was just, it was unfair. Jay-Z helped out like he helps out everybody. There's so many stories circulating right now on Twitter. People were in 360 deals and they were making no money. Producers, rappers, and Jay-Z would buy them out their contracts and show them, oh, you can make, but he's so evil, right? He's evil. Get him. Whatever. Nicki, in my opinion, when I started catching on, it was before Rob. But anyway, my little relationship with Meek. Sidebar. Not allegedly, I saw it. One Memorial weekend, I went to Vegas, and Nicki and Meek were like the host of the pool party. I think there's a picture on the internet circulating, and the boy came out with the sugar booger on his nose, wiping the nose, and they came out together. Listen, if your man's doing it, I'm not gonna say I see Nicki's nose white, but if my man taking the shot, I'm taking three. Just me. Just me. Anyway, so when you have these prestige couples like Jay and Beyonce, it's kind of hard to, elevate with people that don't live the same life as y'all. Everybody can't make it. So they started distancing themselves. We started seeing it. You remember Nicki and Beyonce started looking like besties, and she had that little thing, My Dear Little Nicki, and they had the Flawless remix, and they had I Woke Up Like This, and it was really, really cute. So that is the start of the little animosity. Imagine being besties with Jay-Z and Beyonce and losing that gold card in life. That was step one. Um, Amongst Nicki not playing well with other women, and you name a woman that she has rapped with and they're no longer friends with her. And I think the only remaining female rapper friend she has is Foxy Brown. And let's revisit this conversation in a week, because Foxy Brown's brother, young Gav, if you're from Brooklyn, you know Gav, they call him Pretty Boy Gav. He has the hazel eyes. Gav just recently on his Instagram posted a picture with Emery, Jay-Z's best friend that did the 10 years plus for him. Emery and Hove. And then when Gav posted the picture with Emery and Hove, Foxy reposted the picture. So this is your only girl female rapper friend reposting your arch nemesis in your head, because Jay still ain't say nothing. Your arch nemesis in your head. So let's see if they talking in the week. But anyway, so strike one, you had a taste of the good life. You were best friends with Jay-Z and Beyonce. They snatched that away. Okay. Can't affiliate with cokeheads and brides of rapists. Let's call it what it is. We're having a date. Can he come? Oh no, it's by a park. Oh yeah. Can you pick another restaurant that's not 2 miles near a park? He's just like on this list. They call it the registry. Oh, you know what? Don't even worry about it, sweetheart. Awkward. So strike one, two, three was her choices in men, right? Got to distance yourself from that. Strike two, there's a girl. Her name is Meg The Stallion. She also happens to rap. They used to be friends. They fell out. This is the story. Every story, friends with Nicki, they fall out. You name them, they fell. All right. Your former friends signed a female rapper to their label, Rock Nation. Now you're extra mad. Now you took away my friendship. You're signing other girls. You know I don't like girls. That's two strikes. Third strike, for some weird reason, there was a delusion that the artist that performs for Super Bowl has to be from the city that the Super Bowl is taking place. And I didn't know that was a discrepancy for how they hire the halftime acts. I don't know why they thought because the Super Bowl was in New Orleans, they would get the Three Dread Monster and the Bride of Chucky did. So now she feels that you took away my friendship. Y'all are signing female rap artists that, I had beef with, and I have beef with everybody. You know, but have those friends that want you to have beef with everybody. You like, yeah, that's natural, right? But then it's like, hold on. She mad fun. I can't be friends with her. You don't like anybody, so I can't have no friends. This is Nicki. Like I was with you the first 7 friends because I'm solid, right? I love my friends. I take on beef from my friends more than my friends. But when I can't have no friends. Okay, this is getting a little strenuous. This friendship right here is a lot of clauses. There's a lot of clauses to keep you happy. Cool. You make bad choices with your male partners. I don't want to go out with you no more. This Meg The Stallion girl, she's pretty hot. I want to sign her. You don't like nobody. I can't not sign people that you don't like because you don't like nobody. 3, the guy that you want to do the halftime show, he don't got it no more. He don't got no hair. He ain't got that many brain cells. He ain't got it. I don't think that he is equipped to do the halftime show. So now y'all hate me. Okay, cool. You know what's so funny about people? Let me not be a hypocrite because it is, War 101. The enemy of my enemy is a friend of mine. I just found it to be so hilarious. 50 Cent posted this on his birthday. Nobody cares. Have an unhappy birthday. How do I stop it? Right? Let me add this back to the stage. Add to stage. Let me show you what I'm showing. I should have been showing y'all. I'm showing y'all. So 50 posted this thing for his birthday. Nobody cares. I mean, people care. I hate his whole soul. That's my second biggest hate. I mean, you ever watch a movie and the cop has a heart on for like the mob family he's trying to take down? There's like a web of like them with the off guard pictures. This is my FBI board of people I'm gonna take down. And the top 3, no matter what you do, unless you give me some money, you can't get rid of it. So it's Nicki and the Barbs. The Barbs are included. We're gonna get into that in a second. 50 Cent and Cameron. I'm already over Ice and Trump and Elon. I'm already over it. Tia the Teeth, that's Rick Ross' baby mother. A. Marie's voice, it's already old news. But Nicki Minaj, Cameron, and 50 Cent. Nothing you could do. You got to worry about me to the end of your life and the next one. Okay. Nicki goes, happy birthday, 5th. Southside, Jamaica, Queens, New York, stand the fuck up. Queens, get the money. Nicki, you've been out for 20 years. The boy, 50, you've been out for more than 20 years. Y'all ain't got no songs together. I mean, if you go Siri, does 50 Cent and Nicki Minaj have a song together? They will say there is something that exists that was like a mixtape and 50 Cent was on it and like in some very minuscule capacity. So he has credits on it. If you love 50 so much, why you never did a song with your queen's brother? Oh, because an enemy of an enemy is my friend of mine. Real corny. But then we really, really, really got a look of substance abuse yesterday. So yesterday, it was before that. Nicki went on live about 3 days ago, and her numbers were really low, and she blamed Rock Nation. She said in a very monotone, nasal voice, I find it funny how when I talk about me, the powers that be take away my numbers. Is it a coincidence? And the Barb's is like, ah! I want those people gone. The world would be a better place without fan culture, but I don't have the time. I do have the time. I'll get into it in a second. So Nicki gave us a bug yesterday that somehow, some way, Jay-Z is behind her declining presence on social media. Also, Elon Musk took away the visibility of who likes what post for her. Twitter, you can't see who likes what on Twitter because Elon Musk wanted to stop Nicki Minaj. Not my words, it was the Coke talking. So yesterday, we got a front row seat at Psychosis, and it started around 22 hours ago. She said Spotify charts looking scary. It was all good just a week ago. Shoebox full, no sneakers though. I'm a Fab fan. Jay-Z was on that song. It was all good just a week ago. Jay-Z was the original person that said that line. So she's like alluding. It's all good just a week ago. A Jay-Z song. Smiley face. Okay. Okay. Megan Thee Stallion has a little law issue going on right now, right? There is a case, right? Megan Thee Stallion and Rock Nation cannot dismiss a cameraman's lawsuit over an alleged car sex incident. A federal judge says that the salacious lawsuit sets forth adequate discrimination and retaliation. Basically, all them words for what? Basically, there was a point in time where Megan had a cameraman in a car with her, and he said he was forced to watch her engage in sexual activity. I don't know these people, but I do know from social media, the girl used to get drunk very often and lay down with anybody who had two arms, and I don't even think that was a must. Right? Cool, whatever. Nicki comes on here, retweets academics' post about the denial of throwing out the case, and she puts, "Oh no, what was that law again? Wah ha 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 ja. Okay, and that is a reference to a Megan diss line where she goes, "You worry about Megan, you need to be worried about Megan's law," which is a law pertaining to people like her husband, pedophiles on the registry. It is a law made to protect people from her husband and people like him. I don't know how you think that this is a key when your husband and your brother are rapists. Okay, cool. I'm going to try to give this story very unbiased, but it's not going to happen. I don't feel like it. Okay, so now she's beefing with two people at once, but it's in one entity. It's Rock Nation. It's the boss and the worker, Jay and Megan. Rock Nation can't save you now. The judge denied it. It's a real case. It's happening. She's not done. She goes on all day, right? And then she interacts with her bots / barbs. So I want you to know that the barbs are comprised of robots and then people that were impressed by the numbers of robots. And then they have become a part of the army because they didn't know that the robots were robots. They thought you understand what I'm saying? If someone manipulates a system and makes it look like a big army, you don't want to be the odd person out. So you agree. It's a long story. Either you get it or you don't, but we ain't gonna spend all day on it. What kind of class was y'all in? Advanced, regular, or the ones that had 5 kids, 10 teachers? You decide, right? You don't have to be a a victim of your past. Catch up. No Hines. She interacts with her bots and her fan club. So I never know if it's a robot or a human, but there's a human that we're going to discuss in a second. Real quick, because they're not important. It's just, they're like their leader. Coked up and retarded. Okay, so Barb says something really woke up the Barbs this time. No one knows peace for weeks. Feels good to have everyone back. She's just, saying, just waking up the army. It's time. I need you. I need you crazies in large numbers. I'm going for the king. Hove, right? One of the Barbs said, I knew the shade room was going to be quick. Strap y'all shoes on. And then she posts with a GIF. Is that how you say a GIF? Yeah, a GIF of Chucky. Okay, well, let's see if they're quick about this next one. The shade room. Would you like to be placed in the lawsuit for knowingly posting lies and using bots? You ever see that Spider-Man meme where the Spider-Man's posted that, pointing at the other Spider-Man? Girl, you are queen bot. Anyway, allegedly, okay, well, now she's all back. She's going to be coming at Hov for different things. She's going to be coming at him for the alleged child. The boy name is Ramir. She's going to be coming at him for owing her what she says is $200 million. And I had to ask one of the crazy Barbs, I said, how did she come up with this number and where's this money coming from? And they're saying, well, he lied to her when he sold Tidal, his shares in Tidal. She was owed X amount of dollars and it's $200 million. And I'm like, you sure she's talking about Jay-Z and not Lil Wayne when he sold his catalog? He doesn't owe her money? Anyway, so now she's mad about a plethora of things. This post, she talks about Jay-Z's alleged child. So she uses a repost from 50 Cent. Remember I said an enemy of her enemies is a friend of mine? She don't care about 50. It's been 25 years. They don't have no songs together. But since 50, we making fun of Jay-Z sometimes because he's another empty shell. Don't know why they didn't spin the block that day. Catch up. Don't make me say it. He's another one when you don't come out to play with him. Let me make fun of you. Joke's on you. Your baby mother's a slaw. The baby mother for the kid that you do love because you don't love your other kid. Thought you had a moment. This is a post from 50 Cent, repost by Nicki because she needs a friend and more. Jay-Z is trending because the judge has granted Ramir. Is his name Ramir? Like Ray, like Jay? Like the mother wanted to kind of be like Jay. This is Jay-Z's song. Not his song, his son. Ramir, like Jay. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Why not? Granted Ramir requests to move forward with the case, and the judge has demanded Jay-Z to respond to Ramir paternity lawsuit by July 18th. Look like Jay-Z and crazy. But Nicki reposted because she has a friend in war, right? Now, she says, Bobs, let's trend Jay-Z again before I go to Twitch. You're just saying his name. We're not doing no metaphors, no puns, no soliloquies, nothing. What else they have in English class? I can't remember. I'm 40. Okay. We saying names. Say his name, okay? This is irrelevant. She's going back and forth with Jay and Megan. She's retweeting her fans. Now she says, we've calculated about $100 to $200 million so far. Let me tell you something. The difference between 100 and 200 is 100. So your estimate has a range of 100. You could be off by 100 million. Sign one of delusion and inaccuracies, right? I can see you be like, yo, how much money you owe me? I can't remember if it was $20 or $30. No. 100 or 200. You just pulled this out of your cocaine nose, okay? Nonetheless, let me finish the statement. We've calculated about 100 to 200 million. Give or take 100 million. Nothing crazy. Nothing you would have to question because the accuracy is there. Jay-Z, call me to settle this karmic debt. It's only collecting more interest. You're still in my top 5, though. Look, the fan going to jump out at one point or another. Okay? Let's get it, nigga. And anyone still calling him Hov will answer to God for the blasphemy. And you will answer to God for marrying a rapist. Okay? Cool. Skip, I'm doing a show. You know because you're in here. Just gotta wait. Trying to get us out the hood, baby. My baby's so spoiled. All right. She says that. Now, We got Jay-Z owes her money from Tidal. Jay-Z signed Megan. Now she has beef with Desiree. Desiree is like the business partner of Jay-Z. Like she was hands in on 4040 Club, all of like the big business ventures. Y'all know Jay-Z. Desiree is right there. She's behind the scenes. We don't see her, but you know the name. Desiree's daughter came out recently and is suing her mother for like, abuse, saying she's racist, saying so now Nicki's going at Desiree and calling her Deseret. Depose Deseret. Hold on, y'all. My husband comes first. Give me 10 seconds. His package is here, and I have to run and stop the money for his package. Oh my God. I'm a wife first. And I talk about people immediately after. Don't act like you're not impressed. Don't you ever do that again. Don't you ever do that again. Back to the drama. And you shut up. And now the dog's barking, okay? Is this thing on? Absolutely. All right, so Desiree is a very, very, very close business partner with Jay-Z. Rock Nation, 4040, everything that you know, Desiree's there for. So she's trying to show you that he's aligning himself with thieves, racists, and stuff like that. So let's go into it. Depose Desiree. That's the name. She's calling Desiree Desiree. Very vocal for somebody who has the most disgraceful man laying on the other side of her bed. But nonetheless, people don't really have a good outside perspective of them or their lives. So this is natural. I'm not going to call anybody out for doing what humans do. Desiree. If you get a message to post hate or lies today on any platform, I advise you to say no. They won't cover your legal fees. Just alone today, we've added 5 blogs and 5 content creators. Make it 6, mama. I hope you've got a lot of money saved up. I hope it's worth losing everything, including your account. What are you talking about? Okay. Then she has a poll for her fans. LOL, this didn't go the way they intended. Every time you try to get the attention on me for your own financial gain, it'll go back on the thing. What are you talking? Nicki goes on these rants. So this is what happened. The same thing she's posting here on X. Oh, Twitter. So sorry. It was the X was right in my face. I swear I didn't mean it. The same thing that she's posting on Twitter, right? She was posting on Instagram, and she got locked out of her Instagram. So she did one of those very monotone voices that are very nasal. I suppose it's also a coincidence I can't get into my Instagram now, because once you talk about Jay-Z, they turn your water off. Bitch, I suppose, because I ain't gonna respond to no crazy crackhead. I'm gonna just tell people, yo, turn the lights off. Turn the lights off. She's doing too much. And from a distance, when you argue with fools, they can't tell who's who. Turn the lights off. I'm not even going to say Jay-Z isn't the person that froze her Instagram. I'm saying, nurse, she's out again. Nurse, she's out again. Okay, cool. Now, there was a blogger, Real Tea with Tia, that's talking about Desiree's case. The judge granted a single deposition of Desiree Perez, but it is limited to a 3-hour. I don't even understand what this means, but it's something that Nicki liked, right? So she posts the Joker and she posts this tweet. What? Is this true? I'm learning so much about my rights. LOL. So you get to decide how long your deposition is. Haha. Isn't this the lady being accused by her daughter of being a racist against Black people, Jay-Z? There was no Black woman smart enough to be the CEO, show more, of your company. What happened to Shaka? He gonna go take a pic with Shaka now. Oh, Jigga Man, the jig is up. She's arguing with the air. We haven't heard anything from Jigga Man, Jay-Z, Hov, Iceberg Slim, whatever you know him as. Not a word, not a peep, it's nice style. Okay? So she's going to keep on going, arguing with herself with, the backing and reassurance of her deranged fans known as the Barbs, right? Doesn't stop. I think this goes on for a while. Dear Jay-Z and Deseret, you ruined hip hop, you ruined football, you ruined basketball, you ruined touring, you ruined Instagram, you ruined Twitter. The jig is up. All this is alleged and entertainment purposes only. Someone says, hey, I don't think Nicki knows the difference between Live Nation and Rock Nation. Of course not. Nicki doesn't know the difference between cocaine and crack. There's more. Jay-Z and Deseret do a lot of evil to Black people and you stay silent. Let's take bias out of this. Let me let the girl finish. We used to believe you. You went out sad, nigga. This is an all alleged for entertainment purposes. Deseret, did you get that 40 million? 55 and paying for bots? Oh, Bot Nation. Nicki, your fan base has more Indians than T-Mobile. How dare you? So let me get this straight. I'm the rookie. You sure gonna write a record? Okay, so let me get this straight. Y'all so-called Black savior Jay-Z has a Hispanic CEO who was pardoned by President Trump. Interesting. So does that mean Deseret isn't a Democrat? Black people, I thought y'all hate Trump supporters. Wait, the Jay-Z. Okay, this is funny, right? We're gonna have to skip over something. So you don't look like you like Democrats either, Nicki, because 3 tweets later, but cocaine's one hell of a drug. 3 tweets later, Nicki says, Democrats attacked me over my cousin's balls. Remember? Timeout. So during the pandemic, when we were faced with a bionic plague, there was a division that caused more anger than racism. And it was the division between the vaxxed and the anti-vax, right? And in this division, Nicki showed what side she was on by telling us a story of her cousin down in Trinidad who had balls swollen the size of, I believe, Gotti. And they laughed at her. And it caused, for the first time in Twitter history, for the bots to not protect Nicki. This was the first time in history you could say, I didn't really like bees in the trap, and no one would call your job and say that you're anti-Semitic. Like, I tried it. Like, I would say, and another thing, Chung Lee wasn't that great. And it was. I just wanted to try the power of the vax hate, the anti-vax hate. And I said, Chung Lee wasn't that great. And I still had a job. And I said, these niggas falling off. Because there's no way I could say Chung Lee was whack and still have a job. And that's when I said, whoa, this vax thing is huge. They're not protecting their delusional coke queen. Cool. Democrats attacked me over my cousin's balls. Remember? How could we not? That's the first time you lost your power. Let's see if they have any other thought on this Deseret pardon. Let's see if they have any other thoughts on Brother Billionaire, never campaigning for Kamala, even after Obama pleaded with the brothers. Isn't this the one brother who could have probably gotten the job done for y'all? Well, if the top brother in charge can leave y'all hanging without repercussions, then maybe everyone else leave you hanging as well. You lost me. You lost me, but I'm having fun making fun of this very public meltdown, right? So we understand her in and out. We understand that you believe, and not to discredit you, but it doesn't. You believe that Jay-Z is a thief and he is a Uncle Tom and he's all these things, and you want us to know. Cool. I'm gathering your side because I am a Libra. I want to be fair. I don't give a fuck about being fair. Let's keep going because it doesn't stop. She really likes Chucky. What is her thing with Chucky? Does anyone know? I hope the money stolen from my tour was really hidden really well. I'd hate for there to be money laundering and embezzle. And she's really Tokyo Tony because embezzle. I'll let the camera move on me. There we go. Embezzle. Let's keep going. She doesn't stop. Barb's, it looks like I've been locked out of my Instagram. I would hate to think. Yeah, you gotta turn the lights off. I'm not even mad at that. Y'all remember when y'all remember the pandemic was very eventful. Y'all remember when I was running around with that little Chucky Minaj token, I see you. Y'all remember I was running around with that little performative Haitian girl that's really, really annoying. Um and it was separate beef, but people thought we linked up for that. I at the time I didn't like Karen Civil, and we're good now. That's my girl. But Karen, so you gotta understand when you're fucking with people that have a long reach shit happens. Now, I was talking too much shit, and Karen Civil said, "Turn the lights out," and they turned my fucking lights out. They turned my fucking lights out. But I never told you how I got it back on. Besides my mouth, I'm a very, very good person, right? And with no names included, there was a situation where one girl was drunk one night in Atlanta. Her best friend was a friend of mine in New York and said, Diamond, my best friend's drunk. I don't know where she is. Can you please find her? I said, how am I going to find her if you can't find her? She gave me some information. I went and found the girl. I took her to her home. I put her in her bed. My homegirl was like, yo, you are such an amazing person. I knew that. Now, when I got my Instagram lights turned off for fucking with people with long reaches, I went on Twitter like they turned my fucking lights out. And a girl DM'd me. She said, hey, Diamond, you don't know me, but there was a time not too long ago, my friend was lost and drunk, and you went, picked her up, and put her in her bed. I work for Instagram. I can get your lights put back on. I said, bitch, are you Con Ed? Georgia Power for Southerners. In New York, we call it Con Edison. We're cooler. I'm a Southerner now. Anyway, I got my lights put off because I was fucking with people with long reach. Nikki, when you're out of your league, people turn your lights off. So I'm not saying he didn't. I'm saying stop fucking with people with long reach. And if you're a good person, someone's gonna DM you. I don't know if you're a good person, and they're gonna say, "Hey, remember when you performed Yikes at my son's birthday party? I really like Yikes. I really like Yikes. I'm gonna perform a Yikes later today, and I'm gonna post it. I have a really good Yikes performance. But anyway, let's see if they turn your lights on. Yeah, Nicki Minaj. Your lights are probably back on, unbeknownst to me. Anyway, let's keep going. Hey, Mimi, I see you. Then Nikki says, and this alludes to that she's getting some help from somewhere. Thank you to all the judges and lawyers who have helped me and my family. They couldn't help your husband with the registry, but okay. Help is help. God bless you for doing what you could do to protect my son. We don't play with people's kids. Thank you for that. I won't forget. Thank you to everyone at Republic for being amazing to me and helping me get back in the studio for Pink Friday too. Huh? In the middle of a rant. I think that's what drugs do. They go up and down, they bring up and down, allegedly. Only, but as she was saying, this is for only entertainment purposes. Okay. Then she posts some bullshit sneakers she's attached to. Ew. I mean, she is from Queens. The girl can't dress. Look at 50. The most popular male rapper from Queens dresses like a Haitian on vacation. And I'm Haitian, so I can say what I want. A male Haitian. Old school like my daddy, not the new ones. Second generation, we've done a lot to clean up the, stereotypes. Shout out to us. She posts those bullshit sneakers she's attached to, and that stops the rants right here. Okay, now let's go into the discourse of fans, right? They put collages together of a question is posed. What does psychosis look like? And someone posts this. This is all the tweets Nicki put out in about a 2-hour span. It's hard to think Tequila does this, right? We have to think about something totally different. All right. We're going to get into a whole bunch of topics today. Now, Double XL gets involved and they posted her beliefs in Jay-Z being behind the demise of hip hop, football, basketball, touring, Instagram, Twitter. Now, this is interesting. There's this white streamer boy that's really, really rich. His name is Aiden Ross. Aiden seen that her likes were outed on Instagram and said, Nicki, you're going to keep on getting your likes outed unless you come over here. I got this stream. It's called Kick. And I'll protect you. Anything you want to say, you can say. And I'm going to give you equity. What? Let's hear him.
It's on here. You know what I'm saying? I know the whole chat saying Twitch. They just don't get it. Nicki, you like to talk your shit. You're a queen. You know what I'm saying? Like, you like to talk your shit. Twitch is going to silence you. You be talking about Jay-Z and shit. That shit's not going to fly on Twitch. I promise you. I promise you they're going to try to silence you. All right? I promise. I wouldn't lie to you. I wouldn't lie. I wouldn't lie. We got to get.
Another white man seen an opportunity to cause division between blacks, just like they did during apartheid. They came off the little missionaries. They came off that boat and seen the darker skin and the lighter skin. And the rest is history. And we still continue with the same bullshit to this day. Just, it's in their blood. Okay? Now, someone informs Nicki.
Oh, MGZ said Kick is less censored. Oh, Aiden said he'll give you equity. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh.
Yo. Was that not the crackhead call? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I've never heard anybody that wasn't under the use of a substance break down in woo, 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 woos. But anyway, nonetheless, at some point, my heart's too big because I go from hating her to feeling bad. And then it goes away real quick and I go back to hating her. But, that was one of the moments I'm like, damn, Diamond, she's really going through it. She's been famous and under a microscope for it. I know that's Martin, but crackheads love that woo, woo, woo. I just feel like, she's been under a microscope for so long. And then I go back to like, and anyway, what else goes on with her yesterday? I think that is all in the Nicki versus, and this is an interesting picture. Like, it was all just good just a week ago, as you said. I think that's all with the Nicki rants for today. And this was interesting to me. One of the fans posted this picture. Lil Wayne recently sold his Young Money catalog. And someone said the Carter who actually owes her $100 million. This is why I love the comments. Sometimes you just, you go for what the celebrity or what the article is saying. You got to go to the people. The people, they got their ears to the street and they're a little bit more invested. This is the Carter who actually owes you $100 million, Nicki. But anyway, I'm just, happy that after 15, 20, sorry, I touched my mic. I'm just so happy that after 10, 15 years of not liking this, or people are finally like, it's wearing off. But anyway, I had my barbecue and more people, and she loses the barbs. Anyway, there's other things going on in the world that are not as funny, and they don't give me as much fulfillment as the demise of Nicki Minaj, but they're still going on. And in no particular order, let's make this real quick. I don't have time for the debauchery and sluts. I'm very, very much a judgy person. And there's things going on Twitter, and it's very hard to ignore the fact that they all happen because of debauchery and horniness. So there's this very beautiful little slut lady on here, and her name is Amber. This is Amber. And Amber, for some reason, she's very gorgeous. She shares her lover. And I just hope my stepson doesn't have his ear against the door. They have threesomes. I had to say this last week. Anyone, and I don't care. I never say things for people to agree with. But you know what? I don't care. I'm just going to say it. Anyone that can get it in threesomes, you guys don't love each other. You're just bored. Can I walk up to you and ask you for $100 for no reason? Can you share that money you worked for with me? No. Why? Because it's mine. Right? You're on your lunch break. You're indulging in a lobster roll. Boy, do I love lobster rolls. And I just walk up to you knowing you're hungry. Can I have half that lobster roll? No. Why? Because it's mine. It's fucking mine. And I'll buzz off because that answer is good enough for me. I'm whispering because there's a child in the room. Now, I walk up to you and your man. So I like that bulge. I see down there. Can I have some? Can I have half of that? No. Why? Because it's mine. If I wouldn't share my lobster roll or my money, why would I share my lover? It's mine. He's mine. That's what I say. He's my own. It's mine. I can't have his penis. Okay. And you know what? In all of these little beloved threesomes I have, no one's inviting another guy. So it leads me to believe y'all are doing it for the appeasement of men. You're not really into it. Unless you're a lesbian like Alicia Keys. Alicia Keys, she loves those things, okay? But a lot of you are just doing it for the appeasement of men, okay? So now back to the sluts. This really pretty slut here, she makes tons of money being a slut, right? So there's a video. This slut, her name's Amanda. She flew in to have sex with this slut and her boyfriend, right? The video makes $60,000. And they say, you know what, side slut, take this 10K, right? And just, step off. It caused a 5-day discourse on Twitter. And the girl, I wonder if I even say the girl, it just never works out. The girl, the side slut, she's like having this mental breakdown. She's doing coke. I know Nikki's like, well, bitch, fly me in. She's doing coke. She's in videos taking a tricycle and banging it on their window. I don't know. I try not to indulge in this debauchery, but I just wanted to touch on this real quick because it's a really, really big topic on Twitter. And I just want to say, threesomes worked for nobody but the man because they were cheating already. So they're cheating in front of you and they're making you believe that this is fun. But if it was really fun, you would get to pick somebody one day and that person would have a penis and not a vagina. So I don't know why we're doing this. But anyway, it never works. And all their businesses on the internet is really delicious. And there's so much money in this whoredom. But guess what? I would even take the money. I don't sell drugs no more. Greyhound's still running, right? Okay, whatever. This is real big shit. So I don't have all day. Oops, the fans are being messy. Someone posted a video of Beyonce and Solange performing. And in this comment, you just got to understand, oh, this is great. Not everyone can bring their sibling on stage. And that's okay. And that was a shot at Nicki because her brother's in jail for grape. The new kids call it grape because it triggers people when you just say the real word. Okay, anyway. Everything can't be black debauchery. Sometimes we do politics. Very quick. We get in and get out. This is a former Chinese official. His name is Wang Yang, and he was sentenced to death with a 2-year reprieve for accepting $38 million in bribes. So prior to this post, I said, what is a reprieve? And it seems that this guy, and I wish they did this in America, this guy was a politician, and over the last 10 years, he was taking bribes and, fucking the people over and making it seem like he was a good guy. He wasn't. And after he accumulated $38 million, they got onto him, right? So he's sentenced to death. And what reprieve means is he has 2 years. He has 2 years to live, right? And I believe if he doesn't do anything, they'll let him live and just do life in jail. But if he does something bad again, they're just going to off his lights. And not the way like we did with Nicki and just, canceled her account. I'm talking about off his water switch. Okay? So sometimes America controls the narrative and they made these other countries like, oh, they're so evil, but they're functioning better than us. Okay. What else we got going on? Y'all gonna learn today. Ooh, it sure is hot when you start talking about people. This was very interesting. So we got a new couple alert. Janet Jackson was caught holding hands with Maxwell during a date night in London. And I was just, my brain does its own thing. I just know he be twerking on that nose job. Good for him. He drops it low. Hey, love wins. I just hate when we have to talk about this guy. Just real quick, real quick. Because this is what Elon is using to say, you guys trusted. We're gonna do this real quick. Trump went off on a reporter for asking about the Jeffrey Epstein list again, right? And he is so unintelligent. He's like when a kid tries to do reverse psychology and make you feel bad about something, and you're gonna watch such an embarrassment of an administration live. And I'm not gonna make it last long, but it's gonna be real quick.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable. Do you want to waste the time and do you feel like answering?
I don't mind answering.
I mean, I can't believe you're asking a question on Epstein at a time like this where we're having some of the greatest success and also tragedy with what happened in Texas. It just seems like a desecration.
When your name is at the top of the list and you don't want nobody to open a book. All right. Just had to show you what's going on. I'm so sorry. Sometimes I get political. But it's going to run to another story because Elon, let's just go there real quick. Elon has a question for us, the American people. Oh, this is a new story I didn't even see. We're going to talk about that in 2 seconds. The CEO of X just stepped down. Wonder why. Here's my Elon story. Oh, it's hot as shit in my house. Oh, I hate when this happens. Oh, anyway, you just got to take my word for it. Have I lied to y'all? Have I lied? What did I lie? Elon asked the American people. All you gotta do is have patience and it pops up. Elon Musk asks, how can people have faith in Trump if the Epstein files aren't released? Is that something you want to tell us, Elon? You literally, you got the votes in Philadelphia. He tells us all the time, and that's how we won in Philadelphia by a landslide. Elon, he's really good with those machines, those computers, especially the vote counting machines, and that's how we won. How dare you ask us? How do we trust the guy that you stole the votes for? Anyway, I love this breakup because sometimes when you hate your ex so much, you would cut off your nose to spite your face because that's what hate is. Hate is so much more powerful than love because I'll blow this whole shit up. We can both kamikaze this bitch. You know what a kamikaze is? If you don't, I'm gonna keep on asking you about these school references. Was you in a class that was advanced, normal, or was it 5 kids and 10 teachers? Kamikaze. That is a helicopter suicide mission. And I want Elon to be so pissed when he says that he just says it. Because he's getting closer and closer. How can y'all trust somebody who didn't even win? I won it. I should be president. We get right there. So sometimes I'm going to talk to y'all about politics because it's imperative that you know. I love that word imperative. It makes it seem like I know what I'm talking about. I don't. It's imperative that you guys are cognizant. I'm going to keep on throwing these words at y'all of what's going on in your world. Okay, cool. You're impressed because I am. All right, let's see what else ghetto is going on. I know I lose y'all when I'm not ghetto. All right. Threesomes. Sluts. Where's your parents? All right. Come on, vocabulary. There goes my best friend. There goes my African American. There goes Jess. All right, let's see what else is going on. I hate I hate conspiracy theories, but this is interesting. This is a well-known plastic surgeon in Beverly Hills, and he died yesterday while getting a neck surgery. And I did a little research, and it was like a surgery that wasn't even like, dieable. And I was like, what kind of plastic surgery? Oh, he does faces. I was just like, I wonder if he did someone's face real bad and they didn't like it and they just, paid their husband to make him go away. But, it's not the time or place. But yeah, he gone. Rest in peace. All right. More people making fun of Nicki, saying that we should have been recognized because she was 34, bullying a 22-year-old Miley. Let that sink in. She's always been immature. I tried to told you. I don't care for Chris Brown because he hits women. You're going to say, well, how do you hit men? It's different. Trust me. Not only that, he's a colorist. And you know, a lot of people be colorists going out, but they still will love themselves. Like, you ever see how dark men have dark moms and they still only like, I didn't know that. What is Chris Brown's uh, racial makeup? Because this occurred and I want to know, where have I been? Question mark. Let's see.
And I, we don't want to. Man,
Man,
what you put a perm in your hair?
Huh?
Did you put a perm in your hair?
No, my hair's like this.
Why your hair?
You like straight?
Yeah.
You never seen my hair? You never seen my hair when it grows out?
Man.
Hey man, I'm not all the way black, bro. I'm halfway, man. Right on the cusp.
Hey man,
I'm right on the cusp, brother, man.
You caught that jealousy and that salt. I was just throwing at you.
You already know that's the high school. That's that 9th grade.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether this is accurate or inaccurate, but I do know that he was too excited to say, hey, I'm not nigger with y'all. I'm half, by the way. Check this hair. So I'm on the cusp. Like, and girls love him. Did you talk about Cash Doll yet and her man prefer her natural look over? Or even makeup? No. I don't know what's in my playlist for today. I just navigate the internet. I just knew we was going to tear Nicki up. I'll have one topic that I know that I did that had like a hard on for somebody, and everything else we just scroll, we navigate. But Chris Brown, and that's right here. Siri, what is Chris Brown's race? He's biracial. Liberian girl. Oh my God! And they put up the video. Hold on. So you're not sure. You're not sure. You have the same clip that made me ask questions. You're not sure. That's why they want to replace the human man with the robot. Okay. All right, AI. And not the AI I have a crush on. Whatever. Let's see what else is going on the internet. I'm not nigger with you. What? Where was I? I'm gonna skip right over Love and Hip Hop. I just do not enjoy black TV. I just don't. Not even black movies. Long story short, when you get to a point where the entire cast is rappers, I just have to, worry about the trajectory of black people and the kids that, are influenced by TV because their parent isn't that, influential in the house. Nobody, we ain't got not one architect. We ain't got a streamer. I take a streamer and a dreamer. Then you're going to have to, okay, so YouTube, you're going to miss out on this segment because they're going to take it off. But the people that get live, you get live privilege. Everybody, they're making their own intro and they're rapping. And not doing it anymore. 3-syllable words be beaten with Jamaican's ass. Vegetable, mediacore. Okay. Just like nothing for these kids. And I know their first influence should be in the home, but black, it's not in the home. Y'all be so horny. Y'all make babies with anybody. Y'all don't think about the. Anyway, this is a very judgy show, and I care less. I was gonna be very cocky, but I'm not gonna say my mom married a man and he stayed in my life for the whole life. I'm a good example. Anyway, I'm a piece of shit. I just rather people just not only be rappers. Like, that's why them lines at Dollar Tree be so damn long. Everybody's in the studio. I cannot stand it. What else we got? So Love and Hip Hop season 73 is starting tonight. Enjoy that. There'll be a wrap off. They're gonna have like a cipher, I believe. I told you guys I'm a Libra, so I'm very finicky. Sometimes I like stories at that moment. I'm just like, hey, this is gonna be great on the show. And I get there, but like, fuck them. Another one, because I was going to shoot a dolphin. All right, this is Little Reese. I only know him for being a bad person. He had poured water on a homeless man. That video went viral, and he got beat up. Like, his karma be so instant. I like the way his life goes. He does something bad, he gets beat up. He beats on a woman, he goes to jail. He's, the example of instant karma that God left on earth. Let's see what's going on with him. Little Reese says he'll be home next year. He was sentenced to 5 years in prison. Oh, he telling. Okay, cool. Y'all got to beat him up again because he's coming home. All right. Oh, what's this? Jay-Z shares how exploring his father's trauma gave him the clarity to forgive his absence. Hey, real quick, because I'm a big Jay-Z fan. Moment of clarity. Pops died, didn't cry, didn't know him that well, between doing heroin and me doing crack sales with that in the eggshell, standing at the tabernacle pretending to be hurt. Wouldn't work, so a smirk was on my face. Hey, I just had to do that. So let's hear him talk about that live, because I feel like this is him explaining what helped him write Moment of Clarity.
Brother got killed. They don't happen to you, they happen for you. That's life. Everything is life. It happens for you. You can't control the future. You can't control what others do. Someone can run a red light and that's the end of everything. You only can control what you can control. So things don't happen to you, they happen for you. I had a similar situation with my pop not being around as well. And what cracked the code for me was like, what was he going through? When I looked at it from his position, like my dad wasn't around and all these things happened. And then when I took a further look, his younger brother got killed. So he spent all his nights like looking for the, and the cops didn't do anything. So the killer's like roaming the neighborhood. So he's going out in the middle of the night. And he's looking for the guy who killed his little brother, right? But he has a family. So my mom is looking at him like, what you want? She don't have the language or the tools to tell him, man, we love you. We don't want nothing to happen to you. We need you, right? So how it comes out to her is, where the hell you going? You got kids here. And how it sounds to him is, you want me to choose between you and my baby brother,
you don't give a shit
who I was supposed to
brother.
protect, right? Now there's the fracture, among other things, you know, it's relationship. And there's...
Talk about vocabulary, the fracture, okay. You know, what song is... I did not know the word facetious until Jay-Z. Oh, what song said? Jesus, I ain't trying to be facetious, but vengeance is mine, said the Lord. You said it better than no one. Leaving haters and death door, breathing on respirators for killing my best boy haters. Lucifer, son of the morning. Okay, I missed what he said because I had to take care of my son first. Bitch, I'm a mother. All right, I just know that it gave you guys chills because that's just what he does. Rock Nation, you will crumble. Okay, Jay-Z. That's why you guys realize that celebrity podcast now is just, hey, so what song you got out? Tell me about the time you met Jay-Z. Bitch, I do country music. Tell me about the time you met Jay-Z. Every podcast that is a celebrity podcast is just like, look at Shannon Sharp. He had that guy, I almost said Kirk Franklin. T. Kirk. You know I don't know nobody because I call by the boy. The last episode, is it TK Frank Kirkland? Y'all better be happy I knew a little bit. That whole show is about him knowing Hov. So imagine, you know, being best friends with him, somebody take that away. That could really, you know, cause PTSD. So I get it. It's probably not even substance. It's probably just some hardcore PTSD because you done lost the Messiah. Okay, that's blasphemy. So the problem with what's going on in the current administration is that it's allowing politicians to become very unprofessional because if the CEO of the United States is unprofessional, why can't I be a, blogger? Get ready with me. I'm the mayor of New York City. This is so unprofessional and ghetto. I wouldn't be surprised if around 12 o'clock, around 12:01, he's hitting up, spot and, going on a date and going on, like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? But this is what this administration breeds. It breeds, oh, you're unprofessional and you're like the leader? So I could be unprofessional too. Like, what the fuck? And for the mayor, your house is not glamorous. What is this? He live on Flatbush? Is this Flatbush? Anyway, I hate everything. What else is going on? Don't care anymore. Oh, so what is this? Why did I like this? Let's see.
Talking about straight putting belt the ass. She's trying to beef, but this ain't that. I'm pulling her on spanking shit. Talking about straight putting belt.
I know she would fuck up and bruise my ankle. Haymaker she throwing. All right. I really got my mama rapping again. I think I just wanted to see if the bars was there. Let's see. Okay. So I have ADHD. So I don't be seeing these things before y'all. We're seeing it together. If I like it, I'll let it rock. If not, she's out of here.
So many tears on that long road, mama was a mule nigga from Texas to Cali, Spanish niggas and now. And that's the realest shit I ever heard. You gave me the game, I studied every word. Had me in trap houses with smelling herb. Around the first time I saw you pick up a mic, you introduced
close your eyes, that's bleak.
My life. All right, want you to know I did it all for you. Working 9 to 5s, late nights in the stool with big dreams, so I can take care of you. Man, I knew you were special and what I felt was true. Look at you now, my beautiful beautiful son, the beautiful one. They don't understand how this unit begun. I was young, your daddy was gone, but you was my joy. He didn't have plans for his baby boy, but I did.
Okay, I just don't have time for it, but it's amazing. And I hope that this little breath of fresh air, we've never seen a mom and son duo in any genre. Okay, white people do their own thing. Black genre, mom and son. Fuck it, make your money. White people be talentless and making a bunch of it. I'm gonna find their Instagram and put them on my thing because that was cute and I just be wanting people to look like me to make money. All right, it wasn't terrible at all. Actually, it was good. I am impressed. Let's see what else we got before we head over to the vlogs. This is just my Twitter likes. Right or wrong, just what I was feeling at the time. Who's this? This guy says he knows his mom voted for Trump. So in retaliation, he's showing everyone her beloved secret recipe. Let's see.
Here is her most closely guarded secret recipe. She has only allowed 2 women in the entirety of my life, like that I've dated or whatever, to have this recipe. And my ex-wife, she didn't give the recipe until we were married.
All right, 2 things real quick. White people cannot cook, but they can sure fucking bake. They can bake the fuck out of anything. So I almost said, I don't want no white recipe. Ain't gonna be no season. Aha, it's a baking recipe. So let me screenshot this because I would like to try it later today. 2, the idea of white people is very, evil. But there's so many of them that step outside the box and they fight in the cold. That's why I can never be racist. I just hate everybody. I hate everybody. You put a black person, if I called the police on black people partying at the pool the other day. That's the only thing. I don't want you to think you're exempt. That's that they have this, entitlement. I could talk about I could talk about the wetback. I could talk about the stand. I could talk about you because I got a lot to talk about. But there are some that play on our team, so I'm not racist. I just don't like y'all. I don't like anybody. Don't ask me to like y'all more than my own kind because off topic, on topic. Carnival Cruise has created a new guideline for their cruises, right? And they're saying it's because Black people, and guess what? It is. And it was very necessary. So now because you guys don't know how to have a little bit of fun, like somebody was saying, cruises are a release for people. Everything is not a fucking bouge, a turn up, where them fans at, like hopefully in the ceiling and not in your hand. So now there's no Bluetooth speakers by the pool, right? Kids under 18 have to be out of the common areas by 1. They're saying no rap music. Y'all begged for this. That is saying no. Let me see if I can find that. I have so many likes. Let me see if I saved it. If not, you ain't gotta double cross-reference me. All the way solid, bitch. Jay-Z. But I told y'all real quick because I got shit to do. Every podcast is tell me when you met Jay-Z. How was Jay-Z? Jay-Z. How did he smell? Jay-Z. Jay-Z. Can't make this shit up. Man. Hey, found it.
And Black people are claiming it's racist. They came up with these new restrictions. Like one of them, you cannot bring your own Bluetooth speakers.
So
people are so ghetto on this Carnival Cruise. They're bringing in their own Bluetooth speakers, sitting on the deck out here playing their own music. There's no common sense. Nobody wants to hear your music.
No.
Yeah. So put on headphones.
Mm-hmm.
So is it just me, or is Carnival being a clear message that they don't want a certain type of people, which is Black people, on their boat? So I've been seeing videos.
Oh my God, did I just hear a smoke detector go off? Dude, that is crazy. That stereotype is real. I hear a smoke detector going off in the background, and she's wearing a bonnet.
Y'all try to promote that only Black people be fighting and stuff on the boat, when most of the videos y'all see a group of Black people actually vibing. Last video I just seen,
wrap it up. I don't want to hear it. That's the problem. Y'all normalize partying everywhere. It's the same, the time and the place. Vibing. What's vibing? Line dancing over people's strollers. And the Bluetooth were for your room when you were getting ready to go. They provide the music, guys. DJs, there's speakers everywhere, there's parties. You don't need to bring your speaker playing Wu-Tang or whatever. I'm going to save my coins and I'm going to go in Royal Caribbean because I have never seen them act like that over there. But anyway, black people know, just like my pool area. My pool area closes at 10 o'clock. Nobody's saying you have to be a square and run in at 10. But if you are going to be outside in an area that says it's closed at 10, why are you blasting music at 1 o'clock, taking shots, go shot on a Sunday fucking night, which is really a Monday morning? Because black people are just too fucking much. Come on now. So, Carnival, you will not be boycotted by me. The only boycott is I don't want to go because the people that you're talking about very much so be there, but y'all not wrong. Anyway, moving along. Rihanna's father's funeral was yesterday. Nothing to dig too deep in, give people their privacy. Chase on 285, what's new? I left Brownsville for a better life and ran into Grand Theft Audio Vice City. So, speaking of leaving Brownsville and moving to Atlanta, there is this lake, this bad bitch that you do not fuck with. Her name is Lanny. You guys may know her as Lanier. And she really, and it's not even a joke. It's not a tall tale. Is that what they used to say when I was a kid? It's real shit. She gonna kill you. Respect her shit. She's not fucking playing around. And anybody who goes there either drowns, their boat blows up, or something crazy happens to them because it like takes over people's mind. This guy's kind of hot. Anyway, this is Logan Young. Let's hear him out, okay? Let's hear him out. This is Logan Young, a county man. I'm making up my own stories. Is facing several charges after throwing a deep freezer at another man, knocking him out and causing him to fall into Lake Lanier. What the fuck be going on in that damn lake? And now, and I'm not even mad at this, they started merchandising I Survived Lake Lanier. I've been 3 or 4 times. $36. Will I survive the merchandise? No. I'll go make my own right on AliExpress like y'all did. She understood that I had 8 Black grandparents. I said 8. So she spared me, okay? I don't think this is something that she's going to keep on doing like, girl, I spared you. That doesn't mean keep playing with me, but they have. And I don't want to like promote it. They have this man-made beach area that is so gorgeous that when I post it, people are like, where is it? I'm like, Lake Lanier, and then they block me. It's gorgeous over there. I don't go in the water. I go to the water park. But, I'm just going to, respect her shit because a boat blew up last week. Someone died 2 weeks ago, and this guy's brain got taken over by zombies, and he hit somebody in the head with a deep freezer, and they fell into the water. Okay, there's no such thing as coincidence. You just got to catch on. 1 teacher or 10. Okay. All right. Before I get my ass whooped. What else is going on? I kid. I kid. Food recipes. Okay. Someone wanted me. I'm not going to do any more Jay-Z stories because I don't want to beat a dead horse. He's the greatest. Someone said they wanted me to cover this story. Let's see it. I passed by this 1,000 times and I never opened it. Let's see what's going on. Has to be a kid. Who's probably not? First of all, I hope that was ice. Second of all, I thought this was a skit, but there's police involved. So the question someone was asking, and that has 29 million views. The question that I saw circulating with this video on Twitter was, is it okay to hit her back? I'm from the hood, stupid. What type of facts are those? If you grew up with holes in your zapper toes. Yeah. This ain't your girlfriend and y'all arguing over whether we gonna watch Scandal or Love Island. This is a threat to your head and your back. Anyway, I didn't say not to hit any woman under any. Don't hit your girlfriend. But yeah, she would be on the field. Strike. What do they say for baseball when you hit? Not a sports girl, but she would be on that field doing her due diligence. But anyway, I don't like this. I don't like that podcasters have given a stage and fame to people that shouldn't be alive. I'm never afraid to say someone shouldn't be alive. Who are you? It's just an opinion. I don't have the power, because if I had the power, they wouldn't be alive. One teacher or 10. Pop Smoke's killer, from the day that he came out, was invited on all them white people platforms. And that's what white people in black spaces do. They give people a space that don't deserve a space. I haven't seen him, even as much as I hate Nori and them damn chiclet teeth. Mr. Wilson from Dennis the Menace teeth. He wasn't on no Drink Champs. He wasn't on Shannon. The white people don't care about us, but they want our views. Okay? What's that guy, the cuck that likes to see his wife get fucked? No Jumper. He was first day out. He was on No Jumper. Now he is trying to stay relevant off of the death of Pop Smoke, and I don't like that. So this is him. They say Pop Smoke's killer was seen wearing Woo merchandise 4th of July. This is him. Now, let me tell you something, guys. I do not smoke. Can I replay? Two Bad Bitches. What you want me to replay? Oh, no, baby. You're going to have to catch that on YouTube. Here's the thing. I don't smoke. You can't. I'm judging when it comes to smoke. I don't like it. But let me tell you something. That instant karma that we usually see with people this disrespectful, I'm going to smoke a hemp pack that day. I'm smoking a pack of you, whatever your name is. It's not even, I'm smoking a you pack, because it's going to be quick and it's going to be swift. And I'm going to, get rid of all my judginess just for that, because we don't play with Poppy, the Prince of Brooklyn. That is disgusting. You want to be relevant so bad, y'all be calling on death. The culture that we are in makes people want relevancy so bad that they call on death. And they're going to answer that call. No Roman. Just, yeah. All right. No Jumpers to blame. All right. Don't know what that was about. Don't know. Food recipes. I hate Tia. I'm not interested anymore. Krishan facing backlash after being seen with her 2-year-old in a dispensary. So I almost spoke too quick, but I'm glad I didn't. I pulled back. Alleged attempted kidnapper on Coney Island. Okay. Alleged kidnapper on Coney Island throws the 6-year-old as the parents chase him down. Let's see what's going on in this crazy world.
6-year-old Rashem Gant has good reason to be frightened after this bizarre and alarming episode in Coney Island Sunday night. The family was on their way to get some popcorn before heading home to Queens when a stranger...
Something hit my brain. It's going to be, it sounds like, where should get that from? But this is just how quick my brain works. When your weight is in the way of you protecting your children, you need to say, hey, I cannot perform at the full functionality as a man or a father at this weight. In the event someone grabbed my kid and threw him on the floor, I can't even go get them and do what needs to be. Look at this. This is going to make me hit the gym today. And I'm going to have no kids, but if somebody threw my dog, I need to be able to get that street justice. Hold on, y'all.
Suddenly picked up their son and started walking off with him, as you can see in this cell phone video.
When he saw me come, he ran and he slammed my son on the ground. I took off running after this guy because he will not, and cannot get away.
Eventually,
Jessica, that's my, how was the kid that far away that he could pick up? On top of that, health is wealth. Get your big burly ass in the gym. I sell the fat shots, the fat be gone shots. If you need a little chicka boom, No one should be able to throw your kid and run backwards and you still can't catch him. But anyway, America loves obesity because it keeps big pharma big paid with all the diseases that it creates. But anyway, don't get me preaching because I don't stop. Anyway, so that happened. What else is going on? My stepson wants to go to Six Flags so bad. And then I see this. And then I see this.
The support structure moves as the roller coaster rounds a turn.
I didn't think about how much it would shift until that first car came across. I'm not an engineer, but that's not normal.
And this isn't just any roller coaster. It's called the Giga Coaster and claims to be the tallest, longest, and fastest roller coaster in North America.
Okay.
Jeremy Wagner says he first showed the video to a security guard.
My hand was shaking because I was thinking that this could fly off right now as I'm showing this video.
So all I got was that you cared about breaking every record as an architect. You wanted to be the fastest, the tallest, and whatever else they said, but you did not care about crossing your T's and dotting your I's. And that's what I needed to see before I went to Six Flags next week. So I'm gonna be the lady that holds the bags. I don't, nothing's a coincidence. You ain't gotta worry about me. All right, what else is going on? I don't want to see anything domestic. These men, fair men, that's all I'm going to tell y'all. This was so unfair to me. This is a 19-year-old girl. Her name is Lakia Taylor. People that know her describe her as shy and kind. Before she was witnessed to have 4 men allegedly attacking her brother. I want to show the video, the actual video of it. Let's pause Evanescence. Why are they putting that music over her? I just want y'all to see her demeanor. Just really shy and reserved. And now let me tell you her story. What was this? Let me hear this. What was they trying to convey? Now here's the story, and this is what I hate when Backspace takes me all the way back. I can't wait till I get a budget. Wait till I get my money right. All right, so the story with her is that they were in a sneaker store and 4 men were jumping on her brother, hitting him with pistols, right? She takes out her gun and she shoots them up, killing 2 at a Foot Locker with multiple headshots. I don't care where the bullets land. I ain't gonna play with y'all motherfuckers. Y'all didn't even have to say headshots. They're dead, okay? Her bond is set at $2.5 million. Like, for people that, subscribe to the Bible, I am my brother's keeper. Now, when you are jumping my brother, and I got to go home and explain why I'm coming back home without him, ain't none of that going on. Now, 2.5 million, y'all don't know how. It's not fair. When somebody is gun butting you, the gun is involved. Is that not self-defense? Because I don't know, you there's bullets in there, you shooting. It is a machine created to kill. Free that girl. Free that girl. And I hate to be that person, but we all know if she was white, that bail would have been $20 in a bologna sandwich. Okay, whatever. Just don't be fair. I don't know. Am I like too street coded? Like, was that a little extreme? Or if somebody is gun butting your brother, do you shoot them? I don't know. Anyway, the best part of social media is the comments. So I saw this picture of Cash Doll and her boyfriend, and I'm always just going to say her boyfriend because I can never remember his name. And it's Ladarius. No. Is that Keke Palmer's boyfriend name? It's something with them syllables up in there. He got some syllables with him, right? And where's the comment? I could just steal the joke. Nope, I won't. I ain't corny. Nigga said she went from a Yorkie and got herself a King Corso. And I just know Tracy T had a big old blowout in that onesie after that. Like, could you look at that? I love me some Cash Doll. And I hate me some Tracy T. So they've been matching. They've been everywhere lately. It's just, oh my God, it's so cute. All right. Anything that will make Tracy T throw up and have to change his bib, I'm for. All right. What's going on? Y'all know that A second male actor has came out against Tyler Perry. This guy's name is Braxton Wells, and he says he's alleging a sexual assault cover-up just 1 week after similar allegations surfaced. As Perry was sued for $260 million. Let's see what he has to say. Make it quick, please.
Calling out Michael Robbins. I'm calling out Tyler Perry, and I'm calling out Mark Temple, and I'm calling out Chris Giovanni.
I'm a good judge of character. He want the money. Let's see what else is going on. It was just too performative. Like something happened to you, you feel away, you feel slighted. That was a commercial. I gotta stop just like, okay. We are in the age where our celebrities are giving us too much. I was in an age where I was allowed to be a fan because the less you knew, the more you was able to not be like, you see what he said today? He's lame. Young Thug is lame. Young Thug then came out and turned everybody off. So look, Young Thug, I'm gonna show you another clip. I was just like, oh God, this guy sucks. Has been subbing the boy. Yep, Gunna. Sometimes I gotta do a little something to bring the person's name back. Yep. He's been subbing Gunna since he came home, right? So he tweeted on the 7th, if you a rapper and a rat, you just gotta go gospel twin. And Southerners got this way of demeaning you and still being nice at the same time. I hate that. Like, don't diss me and call me twin. Like, what do y'all be on? Twin? You like me? And nigga said, it's here somewhere. Nigga, you the one that can't rap about thug shit anymore. You should do gospel because your freedom is based upon you not rapping about the shit anyway. It was a whole long thing. And niggas just came to the conclusion that he misses Gunna. And black men don't know how to say, I miss you. So this is going to go on for a little while until somebody goes, hey, y'all, I really just love each other. But at the end of the day, I've been seeing it with Big Meech. Mr. Wet Hair. Y'all know Tracy T, that wet weasel. Hey, Solange. The same thing with Meech. Meech done came out that cell, has a Crayola rock goatee. He in DMs asking people for money. He getting punked. It's just like, what the fuck? I don't want to know you niggas. Create the fantasy and leave it there. It's ruining y'all longevity, y'all career, and y'all money. I never knew what Mariah thought about politics. I don't even know what party she's in. I just know she came to have a party. I don't know what political party. The bitches is ash and she's lotion. That's as much as I needed to know. I don't like y'all. I don't like what I'm seeing. And I just think that y'all need to stop. Y'all see Beyonce don't say nothing. Beyonce don't say nothing. And then when y'all still complain about the nothing, because y'all want something so bad, y'all still complain about the nothing. I see y'all turning on her lately. And I don't have that fandom y'all have for her, but I do not like haters. I told y'all, leave hating to me. I have the gift of making hating funny. It's fun when I do it. Y'all just be like, that's why your mama died. That's the punchline. That wasn't funny. That wasn't funny at all. I see y'all coming for Beyonce, and I just like y'all niggas never happy. But guess what? She not Cardi. She not gonna argue with y'all and beg y'all to like her. And that's no disrespect to Cardi, but she's very reactionary. And I don't know why y'all don't stay off the fucking internet and count y'all money. Don't like it. I don't need to know anything about y'all and how many times you took back your husband because y'all very vocal with the falling out, and then we just see y'all with them again. Who's doing that? Oh no, that's one of my coworkers. I was gonna say, like, what's the name of that? I peeped something the other day. But anyway, I don't like knowing y'all every thoughts because they suck. They're not good. Janet with her new boyfriend. Okay, so I'm conflicted on what y'all want from Mary. I'm conflicted on what y'all want from Auntie because to know why she performing every night, you guys should be a lot more grateful. Y'all should. Y'all should. I was born by a river, and change still ain't come. I'm very old. When I was a kid, Mary was dating the boy from Jodeci, and he was abusive. So a lot of times when y'all see Mary having on shades, they thought it was a fashion thing. It'd be black eyes. So I lived long enough to see Mary in very abusive relationships and getting plus. I'm always gonna root for Mary because she been through a lot with love. Now this can do bitch that she married and made her manager. And they always say don't mix business and family, but sometimes that's the only person you trust. Use your discretion, okay? The bitch can do. Divorced her, and he got a really good unfair deal in the divorce. So Mary has to tour. Mary is a hoe. She's tired. You want a TikTok 8 count? I don't want that from Mary. I'm going to have an unbiased view when I watch this video because I didn't watch it. I just know that it got a lot of retweets and that's at 10 million views, and the caption goes something like this. Paying to see Mary J. Blige perform live is a choice I never made. Let me see. Let me be the judge. Y'all know what she been through? Y'all know how old that lady is? Let's see.
What are you doing all those things that you wanna do? You're the best I like to be true. But something new. We would have
All right.
How in the really good time. I'm not complaining. And call us still where the smile. I got a kid for myself. Regardless. I just preaching ain't lying. I'm so glad. Hey, so I like what I see when I'm looking at me. Go. Said I can't love you. Love what you never. I wanna change my life. My life's just I wanna change my life. My life's just
I didn't hate it. Now, I would have to ask good questions. How much were the tickets? That would be my determining point for how much I would expect. Let me see something. Okay, right. Mary J. Blige Live. She has a show August 9th, LA. Let's see. And y'all, anybody ask y'all to buy no resold tickets and expect more. So just hold tight. Not time for y'all judgy people. You always think so. Y'all be so. Let me see this Los Angeles prices. All right. France. Okay, now. Netherlands. I said. I ain't got time to do this with y'all. Now. Moving the mic. You got to prioritize. Am I going to wow them with my vocals and give minimal dancing? Or I'm going to wow them with my dancing and have the backup singers carry me? Am I going to just give half of both? And I think the problem is that Mary decided to give half of both because the lines I wanted her to hit, she was taking a break on. And she wasn't boom. I don't know if y'all think she's Beyonce. She got that one good stumble walk kick and that's it. She got bills and she's tired. Your auntie is how old, y'all? How old's your auntie? You put your auntie on. Your auntie can't do that. She's acting. She got the power. I think I really need to know the price. I'm sorry. I need to know the price to see why y'all mad. Hold on. And that's going to end up all of this. She only got 3 more shows, and they not in America. She got Portugal, Netherlands, and France. Where's that one in LA I saw? Yeah, I didn't think it was terrible. Maybe I'm blinded by the history of her life and somebody coming along pretending they love her and taking half, so she has to perform. All right, this is not just her by herself. This is LL Cool J, Black, Mary, a whole bunch of old people, and them tickets is 20, but this is not her. Let's see what the Netherlands got. 200. If you go to France, it's 77. Y'all mean, that's it. Y'all don't be realistic. Y'all be like, oh, I could do it better, and then don't. So it wasn't great, y'all. It wasn't great, but I ain't got an answer. I'm a Libra. Don't ever expect me to have an answer. I'm a bullshit you. I'm a talk. And you be like, bitch, which one is it? I don't know. I don't know. I didn't even a Libra. All right. What else is going on? Cardi's still doing rollout for her next album. This is the threesome I was telling y'all about, right? This is the pretty slut that's making money off of being a pretty slut. That's Amber. This is the girl that they paid $10,000 for her participation. People are weird as fuck. Thanks for the 10 bands. Like everybody weird. They wasn't weird when you took that money. It wasn't that weird. How you tell bitches to pull it in Miami and then be weird when they do. I hate when people pretend to be real, but they weird. What I told y'all, I tell you, people that use the word weird be what? Weird. I ain't reading that. I know your parents should be ashamed, and I know that y'all put too much information on the internet, so I never heard of you until yesterday, but I know they saying, why is she even doing this? Her parents are successful. One's a lawyer, and then she over there sniffing coke in Miami and having threesome. Why do we know this? Why? Celebrities ain't the only ones oversharing. All right, what else is going on? Keisha Cole is a grown-up woman, a little girl in a grown woman's body. This is teen behavior. Keisha Cole covers up tattoo of rapper Huncho's name.
Thank God for the help. Thank God he was there. Thank God for my life. Remember times when I ain't.
I don't care, because why would you even do that? Because you're a little girl. You're a grown little girl. Drake is back. I like Drake, but I just think he's so corny. I ain't got time. What else is going on? Don't care, don't care, don't care. This was just fun to watch. Sometimes you just want to watch people. Sometimes people, like, humiliate themselves so much that you feel them like, girl, I was laughing at you, but I really enjoy how much you don't give a fuck in a world where everybody's so insecure. Go ahead and look stupid, because I'm feeling it. So that's what that was about, and I really liked it, that she didn't care that she looked stupid. She was just having a good time. Have a good time, because now I'm on your side. Tamar Braxton absolutely slays performing Mary J. Blige. Not gonna cry. Y'all want Mary J. Blige to perform? Ask Tamar to do it. Let's see. Ooh. All right, problem solved. Mary ain't doing enough. Get Tamar to do it. Y'all see? I'm solution based. Stop complaining. I think I did enough of this. I want to do the blogs real quick because it is 1:40. Let's see what else I got. Anything really, really good here? People are losing their professionalism for likes. This is that sexy judge, the judge lady. I don't even know her name, but you know her face. Judge Lynn Toller. Did y'all know her name? I just knew that was the bad bitch judge. She want to show she's flexible. You want to be liked by the youngins. Let's see. Tacky. And that wasn't even flexible. Social media killing y'all. Okay, it is, but I don't want to see it. Tell me who's the pappy. Tell me if I'm getting the speeding ticket. But don't.
This is it. This is where we
are. Tell me about it. This is where we are as a people. A judge. Y'all kill me. All right. Being judgy's fun. Let's go over to the blogs. I had enough. Let's do this quick. I saw something new when I came over here. This is new. This just happened. CEO of X steps down after 2 years. After 2 incredible years, I decided to step down as CEO. When last night I first spoke of the vision for X, I knew it would be the opportunity of a lifetime to carry out the extraordinary mission of the company. What's the end goal here? We started critical. I'm going to say and I should really read it, but you know, my attention has a deficit. When you signed up for this, for some reason, you thought the richest man of the world had a vision that was going to help the people. And now that you see that he is a narcissistic, maniacal, evil genius maniac, and you don't want to be a part of that part of history, so you're going to have to, you know, I'm going to think that you got the money you needed, and now you want to be in the crowd with the normals. No, you knew what you was doing. What else is going on in the news? I do not enjoy topics about sexuality because they're very sensitive for people. Gender identity because they're sensitive for people. But I'm gonna do common sense. So I'm sorry, Nation. We already knew that Dwight Howard wasn't he needed more wood for the fire. 1 teacher or 10. This was never gonna work. Dwight Howard for the last 10 years has been known more off the court than on the court for his alleged sexual preference. So when we seen this girl from Love and Hip Hop pick up his toothbrush and use it and say, yeah, this is my man, we use the same toothbrush. Also, we're getting married. You didn't have enough wood for the fire, baby. It was never you. You know, that's what girls say when they sharing a nigga and they want to feel good about it. And today's their day and they got to get a picture of him sleeping. And they want to sub the other girlfriend that has as much stake in the property. And they go, it was never you. What's your name? Amy Luciani? It was never you, baby. You ain't have enough wood for the fire. You don't like girls. It is okay. I don't even know what this is about. Why did they even try? After 6 months, the girl and the girl are getting divorced. And it's just like, baby, you married Dwight Howard. Y'all be so money. Whenever I'm confused, I have to step outside of my brain and understand that people don't do it for the love. You was there for the money. Okay, cool. Everything makes sense now. You don't care. What's this? Charles Oakley. Y'all watch ball? I used to watch ball back in the day. Now I pretend I'm like, oh, what is this? Baseball? Charles Oakley speaks on why he decided to marry his wife, Angela Oakley. And I just seen the caption. I didn't watch the video. When they said, child, Angela's a strong woman. That means there's some gimmicks that I want to be a part of. So let's see what he said. Because you know men are embarrassing. Just put a mic in front of them.
What were your reasons behind getting married?
That's gonna be the $1 billion question because it wasn't even planned. We was in Vegas. We just did it.
Wow.
I just, I don't know. I think I told somebody. I think somebody might put something in my drink that night, but I don't know. We went to the mall the next day, got a ring. I got to get a jacket. Just went to the service, got married.
The problem is that I know people, I read people so well that I know real hurt. And that was real disappointment in her face. That wasn't like, that was disappointment. And that's really unfortunate. And this brings me really, really quick to something I wanted to share, but I was like, it's not important enough, but I'm gonna just share. Everything ties into something. I'm gonna make it real quick. So y'all know I'm a bartender. And I had this white couple 2 days ago. And I thought they was, they looked real spiffy and old school. And the wife was really plastic surgery down. So I was like, oh, they gonna see this BBL and be so racist. And they weren't. And I didn't care. I'm like, oh, what? The master like me. It's like, oh, okay, cool. So I could be myself with y'all. I don't give a fuck, Anyway. And when I read my guests and they get to get my real personality. So they're like, hey, what's your name? Diamond. And we're vibing. And the husband just kept on sweating his wife. He's like, Diamond, would you believe that July 19th is going to be the 47th anniversary of our first date? And then August 9th is going to be the 44th year anniversary of our marriage. And he said, and I'm just the lucky. I said no to her. I said, oh my God, he's so happy to be here. You're so lucky. He grabbed my little wrist and he said, no, Diamond, I'm the lucky one. And I'm just like, oh, that nigga's on your dick. Cool. Because I already know for a relationship to be successful in my eyes, the guy has to love the woman more. Don't ask me why. That would be too much more of the show. And I got to go. My husband about to come home on a lunch break. I got to make lunch. And then he just started showing me pictures. They had a 40-year anniversary, a 40-year second marriage on a beach in Cancun 4 years ago. And they got the original best man, and there's everybody's still alive. So they had their original best man, and their son preceded the wedding, right? So the son's the pastor. They said we didn't need a real pastor because we're really married. So we had our son officiate. And I just looked at him and I said, what is the secret? Like, do y'all argue? And he said, no, we never argue. And I'm just like, well, y'all not in a relationship. But anyway, so I'd always like to take advice from couples that have that much longevity. And they're just telling me, he just can't, I don't even know why I opened this door. He's just showing me all these pictures. He's like, she's so gorgeous. She's the most gorgeous girl in my stable. His stable is, he has 3 daughters and her, and 2 daughters-in-law. So he said, this is my stable, but this is my prize stallion. And he's going off and off and off. And I'm just like, oh my God, how do they do it? And it dawned upon me, first of all, this is what my original thought was. And it's still not wrong, but I'm going to show you what helps love. I'm just like, Black men are just so not exposed to love that they don't know how to carry out love missions. To learn a language, I'm talking about a real language, you have to see it going in and out. I never learned Creole, even though I was raised by my father. Didn't leave Port-au-Prince till 19 because I only hear Creole going out. To learn a language, you have to hear the language going out and the responses coming in. That's why I'm handicapped with Creole. The same thing with love. If you were never in a house and seen a man and how he responds to the woman, how the woman responds to him, how they navigate issues, you're going to listen to some nigga on the corner that was raised by that corner. And I'm like, damn, Black men are handicapped by their upbringing. And we don't have a high percentage of Black kids that were raised in a 2-parent home. So I was on this race thing, like, man, that's why I always tell people, I don't care. Spanish men love better because Spanish people are more family oriented. I'm always going to stand on that. And then I realized when he started saying, I asked him this question, I said, how did you know that her love was real? And this is when I said, oh shit, let me pull race off the counter. He said, I'm not going to lie, Diamond. I got a lot of toys. I got planes, I got jets, I got this, I got that. He said, and when I had 5, he had 5 bypass surgeries for his heart. And she was there every step of the way because she's a nurse, and she stood by my side. Back this up, sir. So you're a millionaire, and that's why y'all get along. You're rich. I almost, sometimes I get stuck in my little brain and I forget that other things exist. It's easy to love a rich nigga. And then they start showing pictures of their grandkids. And we got this thing we do, and this is not to shame them. No one asked them to be rich. We got this thing we do when we make envelopes for our grandkids. They make an envelope January 1st, February 1st, March 1st, all the way to December. And they put things they want to do or places they want to go in an envelope. And then we open all the envelopes on Christmas, and then we do it monthly the next year. So we took them to Paris in January, and then we took them to Milan, and not to say, and then they realized my face was like, not to say that everything is money oriented, because sometimes, we'll go to the museum, but everything doesn't, but that's just, and I said, oh, fuck these rich people. But anyway, the story nonetheless was gorgeous, and love is real. And Charles Oakley, that was a nice, but where was I going with this? Yeah. On top, if you're not going to have the money, go out your way to be sweet. But this man had the money, and he was super, super sweet, so that helped. But Black men, please do better with loving women. I don't care if you learned it in your house. Y'all learn how to change the title for YouTube. Learn how to love a bitch. All right, let's make this quick. I got to feed my lover in a second. Let's see if anything else stood out on social media that I want to talk about people about. Everybody's so funny looking. Yeah, look at y'all. Y'all got Mary in the blogs like she not doing her dance. Like, I don't know what you people want. Boosie. I don't know how. Oh, I think I hate. No, I don't hate him more than Trump. I hate him more than Tia. Sorry, y'all. This chair is kicking my ass. I don't know how Boosie be getting off this list. I got a real short attention span, and I will forget I hate people, but it's still real. It doesn't make it less real. Hey, Marie, I'm not mad anymore. It's just how you sing. Okay, but Tia, the teeth, I still hate you. And then I'll find more people to hate by the next show. So this is the updated board for today. The I hate your guts board. We got Nikki, 50, Cam, Ice. You've been locking up some people that need to be locked up this week. So I'm a mama business just now, but y'all need to go away. Oh, and the Haitians beat y'all up. I'll talk about that in a second. I'm just so proud to have that warrior blood running through my veins. Don't ask me why I have main character syndrome. It's not a syndrome. It's main character reality. Boosie and Tia the Teeth. Boosie is just, somebody said something really mean the other day and I didn't care. They said, when is that liver going to hurry up and fail? And I didn't clutch my pearls. I chuckled. Because when? I really don't have it for Clarissa, but she loved that so much. You know what black man love loudly? So we got Skip, and even if the girl changed, it's the lover boy still remains, and we still got Papoose. Papoose is running around with his the newest member of CTE. You know, it's not only a record label with Jeezy. People have it. Clarissa says, I really love me a black ass. Which one? Black ass, brown ass? This girl is 10 teachers. Clarissa is 12 teachers. They needed a little bit more time on her. I love me a black ass, brown ass, rapping ass, tall ass, fine ass. You love somebody else because that ain't Papoose. Because where's the tall, where's the fine, where's the anyway? You know what? I don't ever. This blood was for Clarissa. I don't ever want to ever play a black man that proudly loves their women in a society where they be acting like it's hubba. Yeah, I love it. It's gonna be hard for you to respect me because I'll be making fun of both of your girls. I'll be making fun of your wife and your girlfriend. But Papoose is a lover boy, and I love lover boys. What else? What is this? And why is it covered? Now I want to know. Like telling me don't press that button. I want to see it anyway. Well, that escalated. So that is a shootout that left 3 people dead in Philly. It was very unfortunate. And the problem was there was a guy, they blanked it out. We see worse things on here. There was a guy that unfortunately was in the street in a wheelchair, and a guy hopped over him and left him literally for dead because unfortunately he's one of the 3 casualties. Now, there was a whole bunch of girls on that porch, and the boys that was on the porch was protecting the girls. You know, well, not even protecting girls, probably just trying to stay alive. But now that the video was so public from the Ring camera, they realized that the guy that's in front of the camera shooting had a switch. Now they got money for his award for his reward. What is going on? Award for his arrest? An award for his arrest, and I'm just like, damn, you can't even protect this under like Diamond. Switches are illegal. I'm just like, okay. Y'all strict as fuck. Yeah, that's Philly. That's Philly and Chicago for you every second. What else?
What time the show? The show in Toledo. Do I miss Diddy? Yeah, Diddy was fun.
I'm gonna just say it. I'm never gonna look at a man with a goatee and 2 pigtails and think that I'm gonna get a logical answer out of them. Santana, from what I know, and he's been on my list for a very long time, I don't know how he found his fat ass off of this. I got real life beef with Santana. He's not even gonna remember. I'm not gonna do the story again, but I met Santana during the Christmas not too long ago, and he was so nasty. We had a back and forth about Patron and what was cheap and what wasn't cheap tequila. And anyway, he was a really nasty bitch. I'll do it another day. But no girl, boy with a goatee and 2 pigtails is going to make sense, especially because what I've heard of Santana being a sexual assault survivor, saying that Diddy was fun. Yeah, Diddy was fun. I bet, because you and Diddy into the same things. I hate that bitch. And she's a Libra. I just do not like her. I really think I had enough. Let me go. Hey, my man. Y'all ain't that important. Yeah, anything else? Y'all could get another show. What's today, Wednesday? Yeah, I'm just gonna see what I feel like doing sometimes. I am very sometimey, and that's for everything in life. That's probably why I ain't making it yet. Where's my fake applause? Don't worry about it, sweetheart. I will let y'all know, but thank y'all so much for stopping by.
Here's everything you need to know about Simply Piano.
I gotta get
the best thing
YouTube
about
Premium
it is
where
it
there's no
actually
commercials.
hears you
But
play.
I'm cheap. That's $10. $10. And Bezel. Thank y'all for stopping by for another episode of the I'm Not Impressed show. If you listen to today's show, don't fret. It will be on YouTube within the next 10 minutes. Doesn't matter, I'm genius. Make sure you like, comment, and when you comment, do the thing that I like. Do it how I like it. Hey, Diamond, 13 minutes and 9 seconds, he was mad funny. Why you gonna leave that? Y'all want me to keep on coming back? Give me the fuel. That's the fuel. Other than that, y'all may or may not get another show on Friday. I'll let y'all know. I'll keep y'all debriefed on my social medias. Other than that, make sure y'all have a great day. And as always, don't forget to go fuck yourselves. Until next time, peace out.